So I was gonna do a Halloween episode, so here it is.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky.
What is up, everybody? Justin97 here. Welcome back to the Retard Nation, where everybody is an idiot. And if you think that we're talking about disabilities, then you obviously are just delusional and you have no argument. Here is the thing. Halloween is all about costumes and just dressing up as a favorite character or something that you really want to be. But now we get idiots who don't understand the concept of Halloween and are literally trying to say that it's cultural appropriating or some other nonsensical BS. Let's just start this before I lose my brain cells.
My culture is not a costume.
I'm sorry, but anything can be a costume. Sorry to burst your bubble right there, but yeah, any single thing is a costume. I mean, you can literally dress up as a goddamn condom.
What the hell are you supposed to be?
They basically asked them, hey, guess what, guys? Tell us about how these costumes, in case you don't know what that word means, it's a verb, appoint to membership of a committee or other body by invitation of existing members. Some examples is adopt from one's own use, divert to or use in a role different from the usual or original one. Let's see what the hell these people gotta say.
Sucks to see that. It's offensive. It's
like a butchering of my culture. I didn't spend 23 years as a Chinese-born American to live next to this.
Oh yeah, it's not like people be dressing up like anything else. It's one thing to, be racist about it. It's another thing if it's, part of Halloween. I mean, for fuck's sakes, there's literally a goddamn Trump costume. You really think that this is offensive, dude? Oh my god, you're stupid in the head. You don't even show the whole costume. You literally just show the fucking back. Like, we're supposed to think, oh wow, that's racist. There's literally nothing racist about it. There's nothing cultural appropriating because you're only wearing it for one day.
I'm of multiracial descent, including Taino Arawak, which is the indigenous First Nations people of the Caribbean.
Not to be rude, but next time, can you fucking slow the fuck down? Okay, I couldn't even fucking understand what the hell you were saying until you said American. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know if that was supposed to be intentional or not, but dude, don't be you JoJo Siwa.
We're seen as just TV characters, the savage with the fringes and these boots that, aren't even accurate. Even our body paint has meaning, and then, you just put on this cheap paint that you probably got at the dollar store, for fun because you thought it was funny. Like, my existence is just comical or hilarious to you.
Oh my god, you just fucking said what a costume is instantly. Oh, I'm sorry, someone dressing up like an Indian? Oh my god, it is so inaccurate too. Look at all this. Dude, listen to me. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's just a costume. You shouldn't be taking a costume that seriously. There is no reason for you to be fucking pissed off. It's literally, these people are like the same ones who literally say, oh, wearing some kind of Chinese boot or something is cultural appropriating because you're not Chinese, you shouldn't be wearing that. Bitch, don't you understand that you're not trying to fucking copy your culture, and it's not fucking bad, and every single culture has a stereotype. I don't think you understand that. But every fucking culture does. So it's not offensive at all. The only time it can be offensive if somebody is actually meaning it purposely and making fun of them and saying, oh, fucking making the Indian noises what they do on TV and be all racist like that. Other than that, that's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that is racist or cultural appropriating, nothing bad. So calm your shits, dude.
One of the things about Hawaiian culture that not a lot of people know is that historically it was illegal to practice anything that had to do with Native Hawaiian culture.
Yes, this is true. I actually looked it up. I'm just going to read the last line. You can read the first one if you want to. After the overthrow of the Hawaiian kingdom in 1893, teaching and learning through the medium of Hawaiian was banned in 1896. But how is that cultural appropriating? Because your type of thing saying cultural appropriating, it's somebody taking it and they're not actually whatever, but like, you don't want them to teach or learn anything. Actually, that's the opposite of cultural appropriation, because that is actually what people will do because they're inspired by this and they are eager to learn more about your culture. But yet you complain about this, which is fucking nonsensical, and it makes you look like your culture only has a bad look. I don't know. I'm just gonna drop this shit.
My grandmother is currently in her 70s, and she's finally learning how to dance hula. And she's been creating her hula skirt and her lei for weeks now. And this is nothing what it looks like. This costume is extremely hurtful, not only for myself, but for the generations that had to go through this erasure.
Okay, first off, before I make fun of you, awesome with your grandmother. That is actually a really good thing. I actually really did wanted to leave that in because that was actually pretty cool to learn about that. But second off, I'm trying to make fun of you. You're literally crying over a fucking costume. Are you kidding me? You're so goddamn privileged to the point where you're crying over a costume. And she literally just described the costume. She literally just described what Halloween costumes are. Holy shit. They're not going to be the same or looking just like your grandmother's skirt and all that. And yeah, maybe she did take a lot of time on that, but you do realize Halloween costumes are just something quick and easy to make, and then you just use it once. Why would somebody just make a really great costume and you have to buy it for like $500 in order for you to look just like the culture? Oh wait, no, because it's still going to be cultural appropriation, because you would get pissed off. Honey, listen up. People dress any fucking race, any culture, across the nation, across everywhere where at least Halloween is actually existing. Nobody is doing it because they're racist or because it's funny. It's because of the fact that it's a costume. Costumes are always going to be funny. In fact, like the costume I literally wore last year, which is There's a War. That's not funny. That's nothing to do with scary. It's just a regular costume that I wanted to be. I was going to be Master Chief, but then when I saw Gears 5, I was like fucking on that like a pope on a playground. People are not doing this because they're racist or whatever fucking nonsense you're talking about. Because there's no reason for you to get upset. This upset over a costume. It's a costume. And it's not privilege or incel thinking either. Because anyone with a brain can tell you this. They're not making fun of your culture. You're making fun of your culture because you're thinking that they are. And now people are going to look at you and say, look at these people, they're fucking weak as hell. Because they will think all you people are weak as fuck because you can't even take a simple fucking costume for Halloween that's literally only used, what, once a year? Maybe just one fucking time? Or maybe sometimes in costume parties? Like, dude, take a chill pill. Stop crying over something that literally isn't that serious. And you're trying to say, oh, it's so disgraceful, it's so bad that these people are wearing us like this. Oh my god, like, how about this? And think about this for a second. What if they're actually loving your culture, right? Because, for fuck's sake, what if they like Hawaiians? Oh shit, they can't do anything that Hawaiians do? Oh my god, what?
In particular bothers me because our hair is stigmatized as being untidy and just incredibly insensitive to the actual real struggles that African Americans have wearing their natural hair.
Okay, I don't even know if this is a costume because I have never, and I mean this seriously, never fucking seen this in my life. So I'm thinking that they just made this because they couldn't find an actual African American costume But second off, who fucking cares? Nobody is going to fucking say, haha, look at this goofy fucking hair because they're black. No, that's not the reason why. Do I really, do we have to keep explaining this over and over? Because nobody is intolerant for this. And it's not offensive because there's tons of people who have, I can't fucking even, you know what? How about this? Is this offensive? Say it as it is, you're a fucking retard. I am sorry, but that is true. You could have at least said that maybe all black people are pimps or some fucking stupid shit. Oh, how about this? Is this cultural appropriation? No, it's fucking not, because it is a costume. What about this? I don't think this is cultural appropriation. I don't think anyone thinks this, but there's a lot of dipshits out there who say, how dare you dress up like a black person, even if they're famous or some idiotic... There you go, dumbass motherfucker. This is not cultural appropriating at all. Not at all. It's a costume. So, get off that fucking throne, because I just debunked your fucking points saying, oh, this is cultural appropriation. How fucking dare you? Like, shut the fuck up before I fucking beat the shit out of you.
Identify as a first-generation Latina.
Oh, you should be embarrassed. Ooh, you do not want to put that out. You do not want to be associated with lele puns.
Obvious examples of Chola culture might be hoop earrings, drawn-on eyebrows, or heavy lip liner. When people appropriate Chola culture in Halloween costumes, it erases the stories and narratives of people who identify with Chola culture.
And the lack of brain cells has fulfilled itself with wisdom and honor, because it doesn't. You don't fucking realize that. You just said it was a Halloween costume, as nobody fucking wears it to get lectured about some historical BS, because nobody cares about the history. You know where we learn that? School. It's like you don't fucking understand that, what's the word? Oh yeah, it's a costume. People wear this shit because it's a costume. They aren't making fun of your culture at all. And if they do, they're racist. But since they're not, and it's literally something you can buy in stores, it has nothing to do with anything cultural appropriating. Like I just showed with the fucking whiteness, with the fucking redneck. Oh, am I supposed to be triggered about saying, oh, this is so stereotypical of white people because not all of them are fucking rednecks and all supporting all the fucking red team? Because if that's the fucking logic, then you're a goddamn idiot. Because anybody with a brain can literally see that, yes, not every single person is a fucking stereotype, and if somebody is a stereotype, then they're the ones who should be embarrassed, not us. Why do we have to take offense at stereotypes? Why do you think fucking comedians do, most of them do, to make a joke? They do stereotypical jokes, and not just whatever you're thinking the whites do, because black people do that as well. Comedians, big, small, male, female, white, black, you can name it. Every single person will make a stereotypical joke at a time. It's not, oh, they're making fun of our culture. No, they're making fun of a stereotypical way of your culture, not the actual culture as a whole.
Halloween would be the worst time to co-opt a person's culture because it's a day of dressing up as things that are completely out of the ordinary or very bold or very provocative. So
do I even need to fucking explain this? You literally just debunked your fucking claim. This is how we call you retards in the industry, because anyone with a fucking brain can literally just fast rewind and literally sell you that you just fucked your own claim up. You should have just kept that out. You literally just debunked and described what Halloween costumes are. They're not supposed to be just like, looking like your fucking culture or anything. They are supposed to be exaggerated. They're supposed to be completely out of the ordinary because no, you're not gonna see a fucking Master Chief walk down the fucking street. Or, I mean, there will be furries, but I can't really say that. But yeah, they're fucking out of the unordinary because they're not fucking normal. They're not supposed to be normal.
Wearing someone else's culture in that day is incredibly offensive because you're basically saying their culture is othered in a way that is almost funny, humorous, or, you know, scary.
Like I said with comedians, everything is a joke. Your culture is a joke because of you. And we're not making fun of your culture at all. I mean, if this is the case, then how about you go to those old Western shows where they have stereotypical Indians? How about, oh, no, because, we're too damn privileged, so we have to make fun of costumes. That's the only thing we gotta do. We can't do anything else because we're fucking dumbasses. Nobody is thinking this at all. If somebody really thinks your culture is scary because of a costume, then they must be goddamn delusional. Because it's so hard to try to see this point because it doesn't exist. It literally doesn't exist. It's made up. Like the stereotypes, they're make-believe. Oh my god, did I just say something that made sense but you couldn't understand? Holy shit.
You see this costume, what do you think?
It's just a costume.
Terrorist, or they tend to think barbaric, or they tend to think uncultured or uncivilized, and they make fun of that.
Okay, if we're gonna think about your goddamn logic, you're the ones who made it look like that. If it wasn't because of 9/11, nobody would think that that would be a terrorist. Those people are the reason why these stereotypes are here. And nobody's gonna think the fucking costume is a terrorist thing. Like, what the fuck? And you're trying to say, oh, uncultured, uncivilized because of a costume. Get a fucking backbone or something. I'm not even going to joke about this either, but the people who mostly do Halloween are kids. The only time we do it if it's like a party. But listen up because you're about to be fucking historically taught something. Kids don't think this shit. In fact, kids don't even understand what the fuck this shit is. In fact, if they do joke about it, it's not because of your culture, it's because of a stereotype. Something that people like you don't understand. When you're actually doing this bullshit and telling people that this is wrong, you know what they're going to do? Educate your ass because it's not wrong. The only time if it's wrong is if it's not anything to do with a costume or something to do with anything, like I keep repeating myself, something that is racist, literally going up to a Muslim or calling the cops because of black people having fun or some idiotic delusional BS. Because nothing that they're doing, just wearing a fucking costume that has to look like a fucking Indian or a Hawaiian, has anything to do with anything. If this is the fucking thing we are talking about, we had a luau in middle school. That would be fucking cultural appropriating then because it had something to do with Hawaiian culture or... probably not even Hawaiian culture. What about limbo? Oh, is that cultural appropriating? No, it's fucking not. So how about you shut the fuck up because nobody is a cultural appropriating at all. Nobody is making fun of your culture. I've already showed you shit, so it's not like I should be fucking saying that, oh, I'm just white, because I've already showed you a white stereotypical costume. People wear this shit. It's okay. It's once a year, so shut up.
That kind of just goes with like what the media has kind of done with my identity and my background and my religion.
And I wonder who fucking gave the media that type of stereotypical way.
A jacket has a dragon on the back. It's just that they think that it's cool and nothing else. They don't find the significance of it. They see it as exotic.
Wait. Hold up. In the beginning, you were saying that people were erasing the culture and making fun of it, but now you're saying that they're not making fun of it, they just think it's cool. Make up your fucking mind, perhaps? Because you can't just say, oh, they're making fun of our culture, and then they think our culture is cool, so they want to wear it.
I feel like they're mocking me and mocking my family, my history, my attachment to these garments.
Can you just shut up before you start embarrassing yourself? I'm not even gonna fucking explain how retarded your ridiculous mind is, so I'm just gonna fucking leave it blank. This video is long enough already.
Cultural appropriation is theft.
Cultural appropriation is taking aspects of another person's culture and using them mainly completely out of context.
Number one, it's not theft. It's not stealing anything because you're only wearing it once. If someone was really cultural appropriating as you're saying it, because that means they would be wearing it non-stop. They would be copying every single thing except for one little costume per year. And secondly, shut the fuck up.
Members of a dominant group borrow elements from a marginalized group while actively erasing the people of that culture and diminishing the meanings of what we practice.
No, it doesn't. Just please think before you talk.
Majority of us know that blackface is cultural appropriation.
Oh my god. Are you finally thinking? So this is the one girl I like because she at least has something smart to say before she says something nonsensical, which is so fucking sad. I don't know why. This is the only fucking smart person in the room, but she still has this delusional aspect she says. She says something smart and then she goes completely to the retarded side. It is sad. I see potential in this woman, and I feel bad because she's doing this and she has so much potential to use her brain. Because, yes, blackface is cultural appropriation because it's racist. Thank you. But how does that have anything to do with a costume? Nobody is going to dress up as a Hawaiian and make fun of Hawaiian people. No, it's a fucking costume. They're not doing people like blackface and literally doing shit like that. They're not fucking dressing up as the KKK and going after black people. They're not doing anything like that. So please, please know the fucking difference.
That is how I view and how my people in the indigenous community view this costume.
I should have just fucking waited a little bit because, everything I just fucking explained just debunked your fucking claim. So let's just move on.
We have endured a history of being pushed into the background, that even in Hawaii, where I'm from, that we're still a minority in what is and has been our homeland.
I've already showed details. You're not fucking, I just can't anymore. Nobody is pushing you aside. If that's really what people are doing, then I can't even fucking comprehend with this stupidity anymore. My brain cells are fucking bleeding right now. Like there's blood coming out of my nose. That's how bad this shit is. Nobody is pushing you aside because of a fucking costume. The only time you're gonna get pushed aside by other people is if you're stupid enough to believe this nonsense, or there's racist people out there who are pushing you aside because they hate whatever thing you're doing. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing to do with the goddamn costume. Everybody can literally back me up with this, except for the people who are gonna dislike because they don't fucking understand what the hell the difference is between a Halloween costume and cultural appropriating or racism.
Those are aspects of our cultures and our identities that we were told were wrong, and we were told not to be proud of, and we were told to hide and to conform, and to see folks that don't have to conform, you know, use those aspects of our identity and make it popular, make it cool, or make fun of it.
Oh my god, dude, you just fucking just debunked your claim that everybody just makes fun of the stereotype, not your culture. Oh my god. I don't even know anymore, dude. I'm literally feeling my brain cells saying, please stop, please. This is just so stupid. I can't take it anymore. I'm about to commit suicide. It's just so disgusting to see this, right? But don't take this too literal. It's a stereotype. If somebody's actually using that like in real life and it's not anything for a comedic way or anything else, and it's actually like being mean to you and say, oh well, you killed whatever or something like that, like the Jewish people, when people go and say, oh, you killed a Jew, you fucking dirty ass people, or whatever you want to call their stereotypes, what are you thinking they're gonna do? They're racist. Or they hate those certain type of group. Not because, it's because of their costume they did that. No, it's because I'm just done. I can't. I want this video to fucking end, please. Oh yay, they're fucking destroying the goddamn clothes. Oh my god, you're so fucking powerful. Holy shit, that is so cool that you're getting so fucking triggered over a costume, you're fucking destroying it. You can't destroy racism, so instead of that, you decide to destroy this so you can cope with your anxiety. Okay. Well, that was the end of the video, and my fucking brain is melted. Thank you for making everybody kill themselves in a really great way. Maybe next time we can all decide to tell you to go fuck yourself. This is sad, to the point where it's not even like funny anymore. This is how a lot of people act. They are so delusional, it's completely idiotic. And for people to say, oh wow, you're privileged because you're white or something like that, that's definitely a lie, because after watching this video, it literally proves that we are not fucking privileged. You are. If you call other people privileged just because of their skin color, it's sad. And this is nothing to do with hypocritical shit for me, because we literally just seen how privileged people act. Literally getting offensive over a costume that literally is not making fun of the culture as a whole, just a stereotype, or not even making fun of it at all, like the fucking Chinese chick literally said about her Chinese thing. And yes, I'm gonna call her a Chinese chick because she obviously wants us to call her a Chinese person, so I don't see why the fuck not. She doesn't want to be associated with us Americans because we fucking dress up as their culture because we find it cool. Like this video if you are not delusional as fuck and you're very excited for Halloween even though COVID-19 hit. Dislike this video if you are a dick and you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about and really are probably a simp, because these are girls, by the way. And let me know down in the comments what you're dressing up for Halloween, or if you're not doing Halloween, just tell me what costume you think that was really cool in your lifetime. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'm Jesse197. I'm going to take a long, hard piss because my brain literally melted to the point where it went all the way to my bladder. I don't know how, it just did.